Okay, so this is probably the easiest, fastest, and cheapest way to run various AI models in one place. And of course, you can use this technique to compare the outcomes or responses from different AI models. So the tool that I'm using here is called OpenWebUI. So this is kind of similar to ChatGPT or Claude, except this is open source. And if you want to run multiple AI models, then you just need to spend on the API keys, which is a lot cheaper than having to subscribe to multiple different AI platforms. So in this video, I'll show you how you can connect the API keys from, let's say, Google's Gemini, Anthropic, OpenAI. You can even use the AI models from Qwen, Kimi, or JLM, and then you can run all of them at the same time, so you'll get multiple different outcomes or responses in this place. So let's get into it. First, of course, you need to download OpenWebUI, and of course, this is open source and free. Now, the easiest way to get this program is by going to Google and search for OpenWebUI desktop. So that is the keyword that I highly recommend to use because it will give you this result. So there is a GitHub page for OpenWebUI desktop. Now, actually, if you want to get this program installed, you have to run some command lines via terminal, and I think that is a bit difficult for some people. So instead, I do recommend to just use this one-click install version of OpenWebUI. But don't worry, it is still the same thing as in the official version, but it is way simpler and faster for people to download and install. So after that, after you have landed on this GitHub page, you can download the installation file based on your system. So it is available for macOS, Windows, and of course Linux. And just download the setup file and follow the installation process on the screen. It is very, very simple. It is very straightforward. It's very similar when you're installing any other program. So after that, OpenWebUI should automatically open this page on your browser. So this is the local address. Now, I think if you are running this for the first time, it's going to ask you to create a local account with your email. So I guess you have to create that account and then log in with that account. Now, after that, you'll see this interface, but you won't be able to chat with any AI model. There is no model yet. So we have to add the AI models to be compared in OpenWebUI. So I guess before that, you need to prepare the API keys from the AI platforms that you want to use. Now, in this demo, I'm going to use the AI models from the likes of OpenAI, Anthropic, and of course, Google's Gemini. So for OpenAI, for example, you can navigate to platform.openai.com, and then you can create a billing account, provide the payment, and then you can even top up some credits, and then you can create API key, and then you can use the API key on OpenWebUI. Now on Anthropic, it is the same. This is the URL, platform.claude.com, and then you can create a billing account, top up some credits, and then get the key. And the same is more or less true for Google AI Studio. So this is where you can get the API keys from Gemini. Now, I'm not going to explain into great details for each platform because otherwise this video will take forever to finish. But basically just get the API key from the AI provider or company that you want to use on OpenWebUI. Now, after that, let me just go back to OpenWebUI, and right here, to add a model, you can click your profile picture, and then you can navigate to admin panel, click settings, and then go to connections. So under OpenAI API, you can see that there is a section called Manage OpenAI API Connections. Now you want to add that. And by the way, this is actually something that you can apply. This is the same connection type that we can apply for Anthropic and even Google AI Studio. So they work under sort of template from OpenAI. Anyway, here for the API-based URL for OpenAI, for example, you can use this URL, and I guess I'm going to put the URLs in the description down below, but I'm not quite sure with that because there is a good chance that YouTube might shorten the URL, so you won't see the full URL. So I guess you might want to maybe pause this video and type this URL manually into the field. Okay, I'm going to copy this and I'm going to just paste. And for the bearer or the API key, you can enter the API key that you just created in the platform. So I'll just copy this, and of course you have to use your own API key because first, it's not appropriate to use somebody else's key, and secondly, the keys that I'm showing in this video, I'm going to delete them later anyway, so they won't work even when you try it. Okay, so after that, you can click save and then wait until the message box disappear. Now click that button again, add connection, and let's do the same for Claude or Anthropic. And this is the URL. I'll just do it as quickly as I can because the process for each model is basically the same. Okay, now I'm going to add another one for Google. So this is the URL. It's a bit longer than the rest, but it still works the same. Okay, this is the API key and save. Now, of course, if you want to use local models like Gemma or Quen or maybe some models like Nemotron or Mistral or Llama, then you can use the local URLs from, let's say, LM Studio. This is the URL. For Ollama, this is the URL. And usually they don't need API key whatsoever. So just enter the key and you are good to go. So not the key, the URL, and then you're good to go. Okay, now after that, you can go back to the main screen. And in the arena model, you can see that you should be able to access various AI models from the companies, the providers that you have entered in the connections. So let's start with OpenAI GPT. Right now, when I'm recording this video, the latest model is 5.5. So I'm going to select that. And I'm going to click this plus button to add another model. And the second model is going to be Opus 4.7, which is again the latest model as I'm recording this video. And lastly, it's going to be Gemini. Now, I actually have been messing around with the Gemini models, but for some reason, the Gemini 3.1 Pro seems to be not working well. There seems to be some error with the server, so I'll stick with Gemini 3.1 Flash Lite, which is a very, very small version than the Pro, but at least it worked. Okay, now, as you can see, all the models are ready to be used, and let me just send a message like, my bike has a flat tire, the bike repair shop is only 100 meters away, should I ride my bike or walk there? And let's send a message and let's see what kind of response that we will get from these AI models. All right, okay, it looks pretty good. Walk the bike and then riding. Okay, this is kind of funny. Walk it, riding on a flat tire, even just 100 meters can cause real damage. That is just ridiculous. Oh, just walk the bike alongside with you. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. GPT is also the same. Walk the bike there, push it, don't ride it. Makes sense. You should walk your bike to the shop. Okay, yeah, I think all the models are able to get the answer right. And by the way, if you encounter an error message, usually it's going to tell you that the token request is beyond what the model is capable of, and that's usually because by default in OpenWebUI it will ask the highest amount of token, and each model could have a different amount of token that is allowed to be produced in one response. So perhaps you want to manually select the amount of token that you want to set and request later. So if you encounter an error message like that, then you can open your profile, the bottom left corner of the screen, and then go to settings, and under advanced parameters, under general, go to advanced parameters and then click show. And in the max tokens, you can set the number to be something that is more appropriate. Like there are some models that are only able to process at up to 128,000 tokens or something, so make sure to not exceeding the limit. Now in this case 31,000 is perfectly fine. Okay, I'm going to send the second message. Let me try this, and yep, let's try that one. So this is definitely just one among many things that you can do. You can try to compare or evaluate the outcome from various AI models. Like there is even an option to make to create a sort of model council in OpenWebUI, and also you can do blind testing where you run multiple AI models. Maybe not multiple, but you will get one answer. Maybe this time you will get answer from ChatGPT, but the next time you will get answer from Claude, and the next time maybe from Gemini. That's actually something that can be done, and later you can see which one you can rate, and then you can see which one is actually giving you the best answer. But I guess that topic is kinda too long for this video, so perhaps I'm going to talk about that on my future videos. But yeah, that's basically how you can run multiple AI models in one place. And remember, OpenWebUI is open source, so there is no overhead cost, and overall this tool is still well maintained and people are contributing a lot to this tool, so it's always adding something new, and it's actually very, very sophisticated and very interesting. And if you want to see other things that you can do with AI in the future, then subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you there.